All right, guys, great win. Great win for our program, great win for our guys. Just really, really proud of our guys for finding a way to come back and win that game when it was, it was never out of hand, but it was certainly touch and go there. I showed them a video. I told the TV, I showed them a video that's one of my favorite videos to show teams before the game. It's sure right before they came out. It's an all-time favorite of mine. It's a boxing match that happened about 5 to 7 years ago of a match that went 10 rounds, and you look at both fighters to start the round. Both fighters have bloodied eyes, swollen, almost shut, bloodied face. I mean, they look like they went 10 rounds. And the one fighter gets knocked down twice in the 10th round, and he's just about to lose the match, and his mouthpiece comes out, and he goes over to his trainer, and his trainer says, "You better do it, get it done now." And the guy knocks out the guy, right before the round ended. And the point in that was, listen, you're in February. These are hard times for every team. It's ultimately going to be about a battle of wills in these kind of games. And I thought Creighton had great will tonight. I thought they played great, super well coached, and made a ton of shots. But our guys had a really strong will too, and super proud of them for finding a way to win a game that, when you give up 14 threes, you're not going to win many of those games. So we had a really clean offense and found a way to get some stops there late. Questions?
Chris, with Brandon's layup near the end, he said it was kind of a broken play. When you kind of see that as a coach, you know what you drew up, and then it doesn't. Walk us through what's going through your head. Yeah,
well, it was just they just changed their baseline out of bounds defense, so they took away CJ, and that happens a lot. You got to be able to go make a play, and the floor was open. That is the one thing. They went 1-3-1. They had went man-to-man underneath most of the game. They went 1-3-1 underneath right now, so they were kind of in a zone to man. They matched up. We had a matchup we really liked. Brandon made the right play and attacked and got to the rim. And then the bigger point probably was our guys did a tremendous job sprinting back and challenging that in the last 7 seconds. You guys have watched college basketball and seen how many times those scores happen late because guys are celebrating. I thought guys had great urgency.
Coach, you guys were 7 of 14 on layups at Providence last Saturday, and then 46 points in the paint tonight. Just what allowed your guys to be so much more efficient tonight from inside 2-point range?
Different defense, and our ability to play off 2 feet and play with force, take our time. I think it was a combination of both. I'd like to take all the credit for it, say, hey, our guys were phenomenal with that. I think our guys were better, and I think our guys played off 2 feet better and played with more force and drove with more force a lot better. Creighton's defense is also much different than Providence. Their size is different across the board. They present different challenges than what Providence did.
Why the switch for the starting lineup? What went into it? I know you don't care about starting lineups, but what went into the switch tonight?
A couple different things. Some of it we'll just keep in house. To be honest with you. I just felt like it was the right decision on a couple of those. You're right. It means more probably to players than it does coaches. But we were kind of thinking of changing things anyway. I think one of you guys asked that question yesterday. We're thinking of maybe making a change or two. And, we just felt like it was the best decision. I'll leave it at that.
And then that possession from NJ defensively, what did you see there, and how much did you like the way he stayed in there and kind of affected that shot?
I mean, I've never seen him guard like that. I thought NJ was phenomenal tonight, phenomenal. Give him a lot of credit. I told him in the locker room, I haven't seen you guard like that. Maybe, no, never. I've never seen him guard like that. He made a big-time play at the right time. He was really good offensively, too. He really responded like a senior. NJ really cares about DePaul. He cares about the team doing well, cares about leaving a good legacy here. So does CJ. I think that really matters to him. So I knew he'd respond from not playing very well. I was not happy with how he played at Providence, and told him that, met with him, and you knew he'd respond because he's a great kid and he cares about it.
Coach, obviously CJ, 9 points tonight, but also 6 boards, 5 assists. Just what did his contributions other than scoring mean for the team tonight, especially as the offense kind of stagnated part of the second half?
Yeah, he just made the right play. 5 assists is a career high for him. So he made the right play, the right pass. But there was only one shot that I did not love that he took. Outside of that, he took really good shots. We tried to go to him late a couple times, and he also made the right play, not forcing those up. I thought CJ did a really nice job tonight. But the 5 assists and the rebounds, you could certainly point to his offensive rebound being as big a play as any in the game off the free throw.
And then it felt like late in that game there was a lot of back and forth, and Creighton could have had the opportunity to maybe pull away late, but you guys stayed in it. There was a lot of back and forth. Just what did you see from your team in those plays?
Yeah, just great fight. I think great fight. They understood that, I think we were down 3 with a minute and something to go. I think just great fight, great will, great collective will. You had those returning guys make big plays down the stretch.
And then you mentioned the fight and the will of this group. When you have that losing streak, when you hit those lows, how much does that maybe help you in a game like this where you know what it's like to be in those situations and you don't want to be in that again?
Yeah, I hate losing. I lose sleep. I don't sleep. I'm mean to people. So, yeah, I don't want that feeling. I don't think our players want that feeling. There is a natural part of this that most teams go through. Tough. I've shared this. I think UConn, their national championship team, lost either 5 of 6 or 6 of 7 in league play. So if they do it, no one's immune to it. So it's just about how you respond. And our guys had a great response.
Coach, obviously Cruz has been in 2 different concussion protocols, took some hits tonight. Just what does his presence mean for this team, even when he's not totally lighting up the box score offensively?
Well, this was his best game since Seton Hall. Just gave us a lift, offensively, defensively. It was really good to see. It was really good to see how Cruz played.
Chris said about the 4-minute mark, you used a timeout. I think it was after an RJ3. A couple times this year at about the same time, you've used a timeout after a made bucket. Can you walk us through kind of the rationale of that timeout?
We were fatigued. They were scoring at will. We were fatigued defensively. I didn't think we could, stops are crucial at that point. We needed to talk through how we were guarding one in ball screen coverage. We need to get more organized in how we were guarding Schwartz, number one, because he was causing problems. That was the reason for it.
Are you buying beers again tonight?
I'm tempted to. I am tempted to buy beers, but we'll decide on that here in a little bit. I'll check with my wife on that. Any other questions, guys? All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
NJ, in that final minute when you get switched on to Schwartz, what's going through your head during that defensive possession?
If I don't get a stop, we lose. And B-Mac was in the back of my ear telling me I better guard. So I kind of took that as a challenge.
Brandon, just being able to hit that game winner to give DePaul their first win over Creighton in over a decade, just what does that mean for you as this program is continuing to build momentum?
It's monumental because, the state of DePaul has been – everybody knows the state of DePaul the last couple of years. So just being able to get it back in the win column versus a great team like that, great program like that, is just huge because we know we're headed in the right direction.
This could be for either of you. There's been a lot of highs and lows, obviously, this year for this team. Just what's it like being a part of this group with those guys in this locker room?
It's amazing because since day one, everybody knew the task of bringing back DePaul, what DePaul means to the city of Chicago, what DePaul means to all the alumni. So everybody kind of knows that it's going to be an uphill battle every day, each and every day, because nobody's really going to give us a true chance from the jump. So every day we just come in, work hard, and try to get DePaul where it belongs. And
then NJ, what's it just like to play with this guy next to you on the court?
Oh, I love him, man. He's like a ball of fire. He never stops. It means a lot to him, and I think the coaching staff and all the players know that. I feel like he's the heart of our team, so I appreciate him a lot.
And then, Brandon, you get the ball in that last possession. Just walk me through, what was going through your mind when you get the ball.
So it was kind of a broken play. We was trying to go somewhere else with the ball, and then I seen my man help in, and then I just made eye contact with Layden, and he got me the ball, and then I don't know. I just kind of winged it from there, and just figured out. We had about 8 seconds on the shot clock, so I knew I had to get the shot up pretty fast. But I just got down there, played under control, and finished the layup.
NJ, you had 23 points, 46 total team points in the paint. What just allowed you guys to have that much of an impact down low?
I think it was I had a conversation with the coaching staff, and it was just toughness, plays, finishing through contact. I feel for all of us, and I think after the Providence game, we really worked on a lot of finishing in practice. So, I mean, I give the credit to the coaches for noticing that, and I feel like we did a really good job at that tonight.
Brandon, how much did you guys just as a team after the stretch you guys have been on, how much did you just need a game like this?
We really needed it because that 4-game losing streak, a lot of times, most teams will start to waver and give up on their season. I mean, anything can happen. This is the Big East, and I believe we got enough people in the room, in the program, to pretty much shock the world with a lot of people.
Guys, CJ just had some huge momentum plays for you guys, especially at 3 descent to half. Just talk about what his play meant for you guys after he's obviously had some up and down couple games here.
CJ got a big offensive rebound on the free throw, and what was the other play? You just talked about.
3, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So it's just like he may not have started tonight. He may have been up and down, but one thing he does know that he cares about DePaul.
Yeah.
And he's going to put his best foot forward no matter he's starting, playing 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. So CJ is just a guy that he comes every day ready to work, ready to lead, and ready to be the senior guy to step up when we need him to.
NJ, last year you guys took Creighton to double overtime at the Big East tournament. How much, as someone who was on that team and then beat them how much does that game matter to you and use it as motivation for this game?
I mean, it means a lot, especially for, I feel like, our returning guys. But I think that we kind of expressed that to our group of the situation in last year and the Big East tournament and playing them here and at home. So I feel like they kind of just jumped on board with our grit and our grind and how we felt about the whole situation and just came ready to play.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.